In this video, I want to talk about pen testing job descriptions. Now, you might be wondering, why am I making a video on this topic? Well, if you haven't actually looked for pen testing jobs before, it actually can be a little bit tricky. And the reason for that is a lot of times the actual keywords, the titles, the job titles are not as simple as penetration tester, pen testing, or anything like that. A lot of times you'll see different keywords like cybersecurity analyst, application security engineer. There's a lot of different potential titles. So I wanted to step through it with you so you can see this firsthand. And really what it comes down to is being able to read the job description, right? Because if you know what to look for in the job description, you'll be able to pretty quickly and easily discern what is a pen testing job and what is, maybe something else. And I guess the reason that it's different is kind of HR, a lot of times they are not, there's a disconnect a little bit between HR and like the technical security people that do pen testing and things like that. So, and I guess the term penetration testing as well can have some different interpretations, right? So a lot of times you will see these other titles, right? These more professional titles and things like that. So I'm just going to show you guys firsthand. So I'm on Indeed right here, but this could be any job search site, for example. If we look for penetration tester, we'll see a number of hits here. Sometimes you will straight up see penetration tester as the job title at the top. In which case, it's pretty easy in that sense, right? But there will also be a lot of situations where you'll see it under different titles, right? Specialist, that's another title that you see quite a bit, right? Security testing specialist. So let's look into the job description on this one to see what does it really entail, right? And then you can see essential function. This is what you want to look for. Words like security vulnerabilities, automated security testing and validating vulnerabilities. That means you're going to be running some automated scanners. So you might want to make sure that you're actually doing some hands-on stuff as well and not just validating automated scanners, right? So a pretty wide range of the base salary, like literally almost triple the base salary versus the starting number. So yeah, kind of weird variable range there. But with this one, you want to really make sure, sure, they're looking for OSCP, but is it just running scanners or are you actually carrying out manual testing as well? That might be something that you would want to ask a recruiter. It's kind of a little bit difficult to tell here. From my perspective here, it looks like this one might be a little bit more of just clicking a button type of security and then validating the findings, the false positives, which I've done that before. Not as stimulating, at least in my opinion, but if that's your thing, and there you go. If you look for, because I'm searching anywhere, it seems like there's a lot of ones with penetration tester in the title. Sometimes you might find other titles, right? Cyber operations technician. This is actually not a pen testing job. This is going to be in ops. So this is like doing it talks about forensics and things like that, right? This is a little bit more on the blue team, on the kind of defensive side of things, right? Surveillance and reconnaissance, kind of like network monitoring type of stuff as well. This is not a pen testing job here. And, wow, $11 an hour for security. Yeah, I wouldn't want to apply to that one. So here we go. You got a red team role here. So not all the pen testing roles are going to be, some of them will be red teaming roles, right? And it won't always say red team, so sometimes you got to look into the description. You might find some red team jobs that you might not have expected to be red team jobs. So here we go. Security, well, this is for a manager role here. Yeah, here's one, web application security tester. This is most likely a pen testing job, but it does not say pen testing, right? Okay, yep, experience penetration testing and experience in testing tools such See, I don't know that I would really trust this job because there's type errors in the description, and I don't know what's going on with this formatting, so I would be a little bit wary of this one. Such burp suite, Metasploit, etc. So, yeah, it's another thing to look out for as well. Sometimes you'll see terms like engineer and things like that as well. And so if you're looking for a job, right, you might not just want to search for penetration tester, penetration testing. You might want to search for cybersecurity specialist or something like that, right? For example, let's say we look for that, and maybe it's in your area. But a lot of times you don't have to look for the area because you'll find fully remote jobs, and it doesn't matter where they're based. It really depends on the place, of course. So let's say something like this: cybersecurity specialist. And now it's like when it's a very generic job title like this is where you got to really look into the description, of course. So here they're talking about risk management and things like that. So this is probably not anything to do with pen testing, definitely, as we can tell here. This is more of like a risk management role. Let's change it to perhaps engineer. And then we can look at, let's see. This one might be pen testing. Let's see. Cybersecurity engineer. And execution of firewall modifications. Updates and patching. Yeah, this is probably more on the defensive side. It looks like there's a lot of like defensive networking type of stuff, network administration stuff going on here. So this one is most likely not a pen testing role. And you can see at a glance that some of these aren't going to be, right? Like develop a security risk management plan, probably not pen testing. And I'm just showing you guys at a glance how you can kind of see some of this stuff. Let's see if we can find a pen testing one. This might not be the most efficient way to search, but a lot of times you'll come across jobs like this. And you can find pen testing jobs a lot of times through different titles. That's what I'm trying to get at here, basically. So sometimes we'll say other things like threat monitoring, then you know for sure that that's like more of a blue team role, right? Okay, this might be a pen testing job. So this talks about application security, and it really mentions a lot of different languages. This might be very app development heavy type of role, right? Integrate. Okay, yeah. This could be potentially, but it could also be a little bit heavy on the coding side. Okay, here we go. Experience with tools such as Burp Suite, NetSparker, Veracode. Okay, yep. So this one is a very heavy like AppSec role. This is very like you're going to be working probably only doing application web app security in this one here, but it does appear to be a pen testing role from what I can tell. And they're talking about some manual testing and things like that as well. So yeah, this one is an AppSec role. You'll probably be working pretty closely with developers and things like that to secure their code. But pretty much stop there. That's kind of the idea you wanna look for here. And of course, there's other filters that you could apply that could potentially help you out as well. And maybe even using the advanced search might be able to make this process a little bit more efficient. But yeah, that wasn't really the point of the video. The point is that, you'll see different titles and things like that. And don't restrict your searches to only pen testing or penetration testing. Use some of these other keywords as well, because you can find pen testing jobs through these other titles. So hopefully this was of help to you. If so, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below if there's any additional questions. And be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Would love to have you here. And if you are eager to learn some more security topics here and you're a beginner, you're just starting out, go ahead and check out my beginners playlist. That's on the screen right now. I'll see you guys right over in those videos. Thanks for watching.